Most people think they already know the answer to this. If you ask someone what Satanism is, they'll probably say one thing: they worship Satan. It sounds obvious, it sounds logical, and it's almost always wrong. The strange part is this: that idea didn't come from Satanists. It came from fear, misunderstanding, and a very long history of religious storytelling. So let's slow this down for a moment and actually look at what Satanism is, without panic, without horror movie logic, and without the myths we've been taught to repeat. First, we need to talk about the word worship. Worship means submission. It means obedience. It means placing something above yourself and surrendering your will to it. That concept exists very clearly in traditional religion. But here's the uncomfortable truth: most forms of Satanism reject worship entirely. Not just the worship of Satan, but the idea of worship itself. This is where people get confused. They see the name, they see the symbols, they stop thinking. Let's be very clear about something. The majority of modern Satanists do not believe in Satan as a literal being. No devil, no fallen angel ruling a fiery kingdom, no supernatural master to kneel before. In fact, in LaVeyan Satanism, the most well-known form of modern Satanism, Satan is not a god at all. Satan is a symbol of opposition, of individual will, of refusing submission, which makes the idea of worshiping Satan not just wrong, but completely backwards. So why use Satan at all? That's the question people should be asking. Satan represents the adversary, the challenger, the one who says no when obedience is expected. Historically, Satan was never a proper name. It was a title, an accuser, an opposer, a figure that stood against unquestioned authority. Over time, that idea was transformed, simplified, demonized, not by Satanists, but by institutions that needed a villain. Now, this is where things split. There are theistic Satanists, people who believe in Satan as a literal entity. They exist, but they are a minority, and they are often lumped together with everyone else. That's like judging all of Christianity based on a fringe cult. It doesn't work. Most Satanists today are atheistic, symbolic, or philosophical. Their focus is not devotion, it's self-ownership. Another uncomfortable truth: Satanism didn't steal Christian symbols. Christianity absorbed and redefined older symbols, then labeled the rest as evil. The pentagram didn't begin as something sinister. The serpent wasn't always a monster. Even Lucifer wasn't originally a demon. But once a narrative becomes dominant, everything outside of it becomes a threat. Satanism didn't create fear. It exposed it. So when people ask, do Satanists really worship Satan? The honest answer is simple: no. Most Satanists reject worship completely. They reject submission. They reject the idea that meaning comes from kneeling. Satan, in this context, is not a master. It's a mirror, a reflection of rebellion, autonomy, and the refusal to live by someone else's imposed morality. Satanism was never about evil rituals, secret sacrifices, or bowing to darkness. It was about standing upright in a world that demands obedience. And that idea scares people far more than any devil ever could. That's the part no one tells you. And that's the truth behind Satanism.